Hello, Aries. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Star Tarot, second edition, by Kathy McLeland. There's their website, her website, blah, blah, blah. So if you want to find Kathy, that's where you go. Supportive Oracle Cards, Magical Spell Cards by Lucy Cavendish. Illustrated by Jesse Reish. There's a website here, Hay House, down here somewhere. It's from 2002, but if you want to search it out, I'm sure Hay House is still around. I just don't know if that website is still valid. Even though I know somebody has told me, I know a few people have told me, I just don't remember the answer. Sorry. Okay, what do we have for Aries? This is funny, because I felt a lot of good energy, but I'm going to be fair. It sort of reminds me of Scorpio, which might be a little rough to start but end well. Although, I shouldn't even have said that, because you know what? I think Scorpio's is a lot rougher than yours. What's going on? Like, what is the catalyst? The Star card. Somebody's deciding they have to change the situation up. I don't think it's you. Yet you're going to make out on this like a bandit. I don't know what to say about that. The thing is, Aries is very on the forefront. Like, you're not going to BS anybody. You're not going to pretend something's good if it's not. Like, you're not going to do that. But you do seem to make out on this situation. Somebody else is deciding they need to make a change, and their change is benefiting you. Now, the first thing I'm popping into is like a job situation. Somebody might leave really quickly. That is creating a reformation. Reformation, I'm not saying you're going to get that person's job, but I'm saying whatever's going on there aligns everything in your favor. So you might get closer to what you actually want because of that happening, because it might throw things up like a popcorn machine. And it puts you into the advantage position. It's weird. At first, you don't like it. At first, you don't like it. I don't think it's as bad as, like, you got the Three of Swords here and the Nine of Swords. It's not as bad as it seems, though. Because I feel like at first you really don't like it. And this is the reason why, because it's making everything unstable. And when it comes to, especially if it's work-oriented, when it comes to your finances, you're not a fan of unstable on that. You're like, no, I need this. no, that's not okay. Or it might be like, if this is work-related, why this is, like, it may cause you more work. And you're like, I don't want to do that right now. I have other things. Like, I don't want to give up more of my time. Even though I should be compensated for it, I don't want to do that. So, at first, I'm not a fan. I feel like you're not a fan at first. But Aries is kind of like, well, let's either do it or let's don't. It's like yes or no. It's like either let's do it or let's not. One of the two. And you do seem to be like, you get right on the ball. You're like, all right, it happened, whatever. Let's just handle it. And you're just like, I'm not going to sit here and cry about it. I don't have time for that. I don't like it, but it doesn't matter. I'm moving on. Because I feel like a lot, especially, I'm going to go there with this, more mature Aries, they realize that it doesn't help anything if they just kind of complain about it. It just draws it out longer, and no problem. No. Just might as well just move on. I'm going to have to do it anyway. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, you're going to have to do it anyway. Might as well just get it done and move on from it. So let me just do it and move on from it. And I feel like you do. Now, while you're making that decision, because you're like, I don't like it, but I'm not going to sit here and cry about it. I don't have time for that. You were not happy. I think I mentioned that. You're not happy, but you're like, I'm not going to sit here and cry about it. Let's just deal with it. Your choice. You're doing that. Changes happening in the situation. Whatever happened in the situation itself, there's no getting around it. That's the Eight of Swords. No getting around it. There's really no getting around it. It's not as bad as it seems, but there's no getting around it. Ten of Swords. In this deck, it does seem like it's like almost like the Ten of Swords comes through a lot like the Tower card. But I don't know. it just seems like it came in fast. I feel like that's one of the reasons they don't like it, because of the shock, the lightning here. But it does get better. It's going to make things better. It's just that you don't like it. Other people really, really don't like it. Like, you're not a big fan of it to start with. I feel like other people might fester in it, though. So, nobody likes it, or a lot of people, I should say a lot of people don't like it. You just like, I'm just going to move on, because I'm not going to sit here and cry in my soup about it. I don't have time for that. Other people might fester in it for a while, and they're going to make it worse on themselves. That's what I'm getting. The sooner they accept it and move on, the sooner things will get better. Don't. It's better to not really over communicate with this energy, because I feel like there's some people are just kind of like, I'm going to cry about it and whine about it, and the more you tell me I shouldn't, or the more you tell me to move on, the more I'm going to whine about it and cry about it. There's a very stubborn, like, no, I'm going to have a fit because I want to energy. It's my party, I'll cry if I want to, that type of thing. So just continue on with what you're doing. If they want to have a sad moment about it, then that's on them. They're just going to have to pick themselves up when they're ready. You can suggest kind of like, let's just finish it and move on. But if they don't want to, don't. It's going to drag your energy down, is what I'm getting. It's going to be like an energy suck for you. Like, it's going to be. So they have to figure it out on their own. And I feel like the easiest way for them to figure out, to pick themselves up and just accept it and move forward, is just to see other people who already have. And I feel like you're going to be one of those people who are just kind of like, yeah, I'm going to just correct it and keep moving. Good? Good. This is where, because you moving forward is reforming things a lot better. The system could use a bit of a touch-up either way, whatever that means. Whatever that means for you. And some of you, I feel like, can use more than a little. I feel like some of you are saying that, and, however that works for you. Ace of Pentacles, what's the other card? Justice. Yeah. Whatever went wrong here, I don't think it's out front why. It's almost like a car breaking down, but if you're like me and you don't really know the ins and outs of a car, you're like, there was something wrong, and it broke down, but now that it broke down, you're like, well, all right, now if I'm getting it fixed, please check everything, because I don't want to keep having problems, so let me know what's going on. And so I feel like I'm like, all right, I want that fixed, but I also want, anything else that needs to be fixed. Fix it all. Why did that happen? What set it up for that to happen? Like, well, fix it all. Like, fix it all. And I feel like that's what's going on here. Like, instead of just fixing, we're not going to do a Band-Aid fix here. We're going to find out the core, the reason this happened, and we're going to go to the core, snatch out the core of the problem, heal that up, and fix it from there, from the center out. You know what I mean? We're going to fix it at the core. Especially with that Ace of Pentacles, I feel like we're fixing it from the core. That's the Justice. Your energy is kind of like, well, if we're going to fix it, we should fix it. All right, so that makes sense. It's also kind of like you're a part of this. You're a part of the fixing of it. You got the Nine of Wands. You're holding yourself together. You're doing what you have to do. There's a lot of random changes. They don't all go to your benefit. They don't all go to your benefit, but you're kind of like, well, you're holding it together. You're getting through it. You're not like upset, but you're kind of like, I guess. It's kind of like, all right, I guess we got to change that. Okay, it's kind of like, I don't know. You're not upset. You're not upset. But it's kind of like, well, if we're going to make these changes, they better work, because I don't know if I like them. That type of thing. Okay, we're good? Because fire is a complementary element to you, but sometimes if fire comes in and you're comfortable with what you're already doing, and fire is changing that, you may not be impressed with it, but you're like, well, it better work out then. Like, if you're going to make me change this, it better work out. I'll go with it. Things do go a lot better. The system seems to go a lot better. Now, your outcome. Is there anything I'm missing before I show the outcome? I think I already did. Maybe I cheated. Maybe I already showed you the outcome. The system itself is going a lot better. I'm not going to say it's perfect. I feel like that's unrealistic. It's going a lot better. It's improved. Let's do that. It's improved. Improved. you got this Two of Cups coming in, and you got the Ace of Cups coming in. This is going to go a lot better. You're going to take a minute of like growing pains, if you will. Growing pains, I think that's a good way to put it. So it's going to be a little uncomfortable while things change over, and you're kind of like, until you see it in effect, until you see it working for you, you're not going to be the biggest fan. You're not standing in the way of it, but you're not going to be the biggest fan until you see it going your way, and you're like, oh, actually, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm here for this. This is better. This is actually better for me and everybody else. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm good with it. I support this. I stand behind this. I think this change, actually, now that I see it actually working, like I see the benefit, I see it coming my way, yeah, I'm good for it. Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, you're going to love it. You're going to love it once you see the results. I feel like we got to see the results. You know what I mean? Like if this was a paycheck, when you got that hot little check in your hand, then you're going to be like, okay, oh, okay, yes, I'm here. I like it. It's good. Good. A very simple ending, but I don't think it's bad. So I think we're going to leave it there. Anything else for this? I think we're good. All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below with the same email. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.